All right, guys, I'm going to read y'all a bedtime story. I'm just kidding. We're going to be talking about Little Book the Infinite tonight. And the question is it time to close the chapter on this release? Let's find out.
Mm-hmm.
God, I hope not, because Little Book 1 was awesome. So
Yeah, this is dose.
yeah,
Deuces.
this is dose. Little Book 2.
I mean, I would say the one nose note that's jumping out to me is orchard fruit.
Nice
Yeah,
note.
I can see that because I'm getting pear, so I could see that.
Yep.
Yeah, boozy like fruit cocktail. Like it smells a little proofy. I don't know what the proof is. My label's kind of messed up.
Yeah, the label did get a little.
I see the fruits and I'll raise you caramel.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Lots of traditional bourbon to go with those.
Yeah.
So if you're not aware, this is an infinity bottle concept from Jim Beam. Freddie No has been doing this for 2 years now. This is obviously batch 2. 120.8 proof, MSRP of $200. It's 4 components. 30% of the blend is actually the previous year's edition 1. But we do know there's a 22-year-old whiskey in here that was distilled by Booker No. That's awesome. A 10-year that's distilled by Fred No. And then obviously Freddie has a 7-year bourbon that he distilled along with the 30%, roughly 30% component from the first release.
Okay. First note I have on this is yum.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
yum.
yum.
It has a nice beam nuttiness.
Yeah. So before we recorded, I was telling the guys I had Little Book Infinite 1, and I haven't had it since I finished my sample. And I have the bottle, and I just haven't returned to it. So I revisited it, and I forgot how ridiculously good it is. And this might be better, which is crazy to me.
I have been hearing those.
What did you say? SRP
200.
200. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Or if you find at Costco, even better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Costco's like 175, right?
159.
Oh,
No,
gee, yeah.
hit me up.
Yeah, this is like when you like the Cal 18 when everybody was finding it for like $100 cheaper, and you're like, but I paid SRP.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is I mean, obviously the tasting note literally is yum, but I'm getting this like vanilla caramel.
Yeah.
But not a cowtail. It's more like if you took a coffee drink, like a caramel macchiato with vanilla, and took out the coffee. Like it's just those syrups. Very syrupy.
Brown sugar, caramel, vanilla bomb, vanilla bean. Very rich.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit of floral on it, though. I mean, there's a floral component that's coming out for me at the very end.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That's where I was gonna lean a little bit. It reminded me a little bit of roses, a little bit the way.
Not floral like in a negative way. It's a nice pleasant. Like to me, it's more like a honey floral. Like
almost. It slightly reminds me of Blade and Bow. Like it has like a little bit of that note in it, where it has that floral, sweet floral aspect with the honey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
obviously higher proof, but
before we get into scoring here, just a few housekeeping things. We launched Discord. It is we have our first pick coming out in less than we launched a Patreon, not Discord.
There you go.
Too many names, too many words. We launched our Patreon. Within the next couple of weeks, we have our first picks dropping. We have also we have other picks in the queue, and we have more that we're doing here soon. So come join us. We're keeping it we're keeping it easy relative to you guys paying attention to not drop too many. So come check us out, see what we're all about. As well as I said before, we launched a Discord maybe like 8 months ago, a year ago, but whatever. It's free. Come join us. We have a great community, a growing cigar community, which is awesome. And the amount of knowledge in there of spirits of all kind is epic. You definitely don't want to miss it. All right. So now that I got all the names wrong, let's get into some scoring. Hey, Rose's boy, you want to go first? Since
I was going to say I can kind of go first since I haven't really given a lot. So fruit, pear, I get the pear. where you were going, Randy, on that. Lots of caramels and then a little bit of oak, but not overbearing. And then on the palate, it's a solid palate. I wish it was like a little bit more viscous, but it's still good. Um, Finish is ridiculous. Like it just keeps going. That it was kind of impressive. It did kind of remind me on the front end a little bit of a Four Roses, like that little bit of floralness that hit, and then that other extra sweetness. Um, it's not my favorite thing. It's good. I think I prefer the last Booker's batch if I'm gonna drink Beam like this. Unless I'll pay up and get KC 21. Um, this probably 6.5 for me for at 200. Not bad. Not my favorite.
So this for me was fruit cocktail on the nose, but the palate what I'm going to say is going to sound simple, but it's actually a pretty complex palate. It was like honey roasted peanuts, but then like with that honey was, I don't know if it's ramped up or down, like just with the white sugar in the honey, and then it finished floral. So it was kind of a ride. Complex. I don't know if it all worked well together for me. $200. This would, yeah. It's not a bad whiskey by any means. It's the finish, like Justin said, keeps going. I think I'm around a 6.5 as well. I mean, and then I think about the price. Yeah, we'll just stay at 6.5.
Oh man. So for me on the nose, it was classic bourbon notes, brown sugar, vanilla caramel. But it had that orchard fruit. I was kind of getting more like maybe not like super sour, but like a tart green apple type kind of note on the nose. The palate is I definitely agree with Justin. It kind of hits with that sweet vanilla florality of say a Four Roses, but then it kind of goes into that like nice roasty nut note that Beam is kind of famous for. A little bit of oak, a little bit of char, and the finish is awesome, just like Justin said as well. Really good pepper spice level, and then the sweetness kind of maintains throughout the entire pour for me. It starts out really bright, and then it kind of devolves into a darker sweetness. All that being said, I'm a big fan of this one. I think I would go. I think I would be at a 7.9 because I'm kind of like teetering on that 8, but it is $200, so I kind of want to dip it that back a little. But I like this a lot.
Yeah. So Zach said a lot of wonderful words. And a lot of them were exactly how I feel. I do think this is viscous. I think it comes across as thin, but the way it coats my mouth and my tongue is very viscous. Like it is oily on my mouth. I think the nose was wonderful. Smelled like a traditional bourbon, not in a vein of a rye. What I love about this is similar to what Norm said, is it seems like it's simple in a way because like of the notes you're getting are so like they're so prominent. Like each one I get, which is a weird thing because it sounds, but I love that each note has its own place and I can pick up on it. Like it is so like I'm here now. Wait, I'm gone now. I'm here now, and it's a next note, and it's this weird ride. I'm a huge fan of this. You in a vacuum scoring this, really not trying to think of other pours because they're not relevant to this right now. At $200, I think this is worth SRP. As you all know, when I say an 8, that means it's something that I would buy. This is an 8. I'm not going to say compare it to Knob Creek 21 or Booker's because those are different. We're here. Those are all worth their price point as we've scored. But this ride is completely different. It has nothing to do with those. And for that, this is an 8 for me.
I think at the Costco price, I would be like an 8.3.
At Costco prices is a buy for me 1,000 times.
But 7.9.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't revisit this that much. I think it's the floral part for me that I'm not a big fan of. And that's not something I want to keep going back to. I do like the sweetness though, but
it tracks. So you aren't really a rye guy per se. You don't hunt out rye. Like you're more of a bourbon drinker's rye, right? I mean, would you say that?
Yeah. Any
Like,
rye, I'm out. Like if it's too
yeah.
much earth and all that, and rye goes real floral, but dirt also, for me. So this doesn't go that far though.
Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love like the finish is this nice spice, and then it just gets this nice sweet ride. I think this is well done.
Mm.
But it's a beauty. That's a beautiful thing of what Justin's about to tell you about.
Yeah. So down in the description down below, we've got a rating sheet, uh, or an app. Either way, it takes to a website. Either way, so go there. We've got our rankings that are pretty up to date. Um, it's got links to our past videos, so you can look at those. You can like separate by distillery, and then or filter by distillery, I should say, and then you can kind of see where we are with Beam. For example, for this one. And kind of see where everybody kind of ranks in that. And then maybe if Beam is your favorite distillery, you can kind of go that way and sort, or you can rank other pours against ours and kind of see who you align with. It makes it a little easier for you. It's got some other really cool stats and things like that for proof and age and everything, which proof over age guy. So we've got all that. Come check it out.
Who now that we're past and we scored it and stuff, who thinks they would prefer? I know Justin, you said that, but who would prefer the the reserve over this?
100%. That Russell's that reserve. Oh my
I
goodness.
feel it finished.
Yeah, the reserve is cheaper, so
Yeah,
I would like to have both.
that's a hard one.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
last year, I think Little Book Infinite was better than Booker's Reserve. This year, this is very close for me. This is very close.
Yeah,
I think price wins out on that. Yeah. And again, when you go Costco price, which is, I mean, realistically, that is the price point it should be at least.
Yeah.
They're doing it right. I mean, then it gets a little bit closer, but yeah, this is they're two really good options this year. I just, again,
I do wonder. I know that the 7-year bourbon component, which this is 100% bourbon, by the way, if anyone was curious, there's no Ribon, no Boo Rye, but the 7-year component did undergo extended fermentation, which I know is traditionally done to increase the fruity notes. So I wonder if that went negative for you two guys, and Randy and I end up enjoying
it. Possible, yeah. There is like some like effervescent kind of thing going on here. That's a little. There is a lot going on in this pour. This is not a simple pour. I know. I don't think I made that clear. You guys were talking about it, and I totally agree that it took me a few sips just to kind of get a hold of like what in the heck's going on here. But it's an interesting ride. I will give it that.
You know what it reminded me of was, back in people still play it, but like a pinball machine where your ball just starts getting kicked across the board and you're like just trying to follow it. Like that is this ride. Like the amount of flavors and things that hit you and you're like, what's that? It's just, it's a complex pour in that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep sipping on it. Honestly. Like I got nothing left. I mean, I just keep going. I mean, this is I'm glad I have this one.
Yeah. Maybe down in the comments below, you can let us know if you've tried this or if not, even let us know if you preferred, the reserves 1 or 2 over this, or what's your preference as far as these Little Book Infinites and the reserves batches go.
Better question: are you going to pay $40 for this at a bar? Because I think that's what I paid for Infinite 1, and I did not enjoy it at all.
Well, Infinite 1 is a more rye forward drink.
Yeah. It was.
This is definitely more bourbon-esque flavors. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah. Hey, if you like what we're doing, if you like the stuff we're trying to put out here, if you feel our vibe and in our chaos, like, comment, and subscribe. Help us out.
Yeah. With that, guys, stay spirited. We'll see you on the next one.
Stay spirited, guys.
Stay spirited,
guys.
Man, I mean, it's funny when I was drinking, I did not think you were going to be where you were, Justin, but I knew where you were going to be, Norm. Just based on the I was getting, like, you get, you know each other.
This one bounced me around a little bit, like Tanyard. Tanyard still, I want more Tanyard just because I want to dissect that a little bit more. I still don't know what I tried. I still don't know what those flavors are.
My tongue is like affected by that pour. Like I can feel it. Like it's It's crazy.
Yeah, because I got like a Sprite lemon lime kind of thing at the end
Yeah,
for some
absolutely.
reason, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What in the hell is going on?"
Yeah, I
with this
just
thing?
got
No, and once you said it, I totally got that too.
yeah. Hoss, he just sent me a picture and it was the reserve and the little book. He's like, which one do you want? You want them both? I said, no, just get me the reserve. And the price difference, like 130 to 199. It was just such a big jump. And I was like, I know I'm going to enjoy that. And then he dropped the short today about it. I'm like, yep, I know I'm going to enjoy that. I remember now.
Eucalyptus showers.